welcome to the Inside Loop. I'm Hunter Morgan, and this week we're going to be talking about something that's on the minds of a lot of agents. With billions of investment dollars going towards funding real estate tech, you're probably wondering if technology is going to replace you. Now, it's true, according to a recent survey, that 47% do believe that the value of the services that real estate agents provide are lessened because of the available housing information online. But according to the Real Trends 2018 consumer study released this Monday, 90% of buyers and sellers use an agent this year. And what's more, 91 to 94% of those 90 buyers and sellers were Gen Xers and Millennials, which are exactly the demographic that we'd expect to cut the agent out using technology. Now, as we know, these two groups are actually very tech savvy, and 92% of them consulted the web before hiring a real estate agent. So we know that tech plays a role, but how does it support the agent instead of cutting you out? Well, there are actually two major R's here. The first R is research. 80% said that the buying and selling process is stressful. With that high of a number, it's no wonder that buyers and sellers want somebody to hold their hand through the process. And part of that process is finding the right agent to work with. So there are two questions we can ask ourselves. Where are clients going to find the agent, and what do they care about most? Now, we know that the majority of home buyers and sellers will visit a major home buying portal to look at homes and possibly to look at agents. We also know that 81% of those customers value trustworthiness as the number one trait. And what better way for those customers to get a better idea of who you are than through previous client reviews. It's highly recommended that you create and maintain an online presence for yourself across multiple channels. For example, Facebook, Google, Zillow, Trulia, and others. Now, it sounds like a lot of extra work to worry about that online presence, but there are tools out there that can help you do that automatically and for free. For example, if you use dotloop, you can activate the Premier Agent integration, and there are two key features to help you with your online presence. The first is that when you mark a transaction as sold, that sold data will be pushed to your Zillow and Trulia profiles. Okay, so you don't have to do that on your own. The second is that you'll be asked if you'd like to request a customer review. So you'll receive a pop-up with all the people that have been added to your transaction, and with a click of a button, you can send out a request to boost your online presence through reviews. The second major R is response time. Since we know that 80% of consumers hire a real estate agent in order to help them with negotiations, communication is key. Now, another way that technology is helping real estates to compress the transaction is through response time. Recent surveys tell us that 81% of buyers and sellers expect a response within 1 day, if not sooner. Now, research shows that texts have an open rate of 98% as compared to 22% for emails. And what's more is 95% of those texts are read within 3 minutes. A first-to-market feature offered by dotloop is Messenger, which addresses these response times by allowing you to send contracts via text while still maintaining privacy and compliance. So to recap, don't forget about the technology that helps you to compress the transaction as well as response times, because we know that that's what the clients care about. Thank you for watching this week's episode of The Inside Loop. Make sure to subscribe, and we'll see you next week.